And imposter syndrome is like having a really shitty friend that lives in your head that will continually put down and criticize everything that you do. Hey, it's Tenille here. Welcome. I'm here to help you to create an unstoppable mindset, create more flexibility and time freedom in your business, and ultimately make more money. And today I want to talk to you about imposter syndrome, what it is, and what you can do about it. So you've probably heard of imposter syndrome before, but what does it look like if you have imposter syndrome? Well, imposter syndrome can make you feel like you have a lot of self-doubt, self-criticism. Every time someone compliments you on your work, you will shrug it off, write it off as a fluke, or feel like you haven't earned that compliment and you have trouble accepting that. Imposter syndrome creates a feeling of phoniness and unworthiness in your work, and you are continually putting yourself down and doubting yourself. Imposter syndrome creates a lot of anxiety. It creates or comes from a fear of failure. And it can also relate to perfectionism. So you're trying so hard to get things perfect because you have those fears of failure and you're really hard on yourself and feel like a fraud in your work. It can make you feel like you're suffering over every mistake that you've ever made, continually reliving that and relating it to your current situation. And imposter syndrome is like having a really shitty friend that lives in your head that will continually put down and criticize everything that you do. It can even stop you from telling people about your achievements and successes because you don't feel like you've really earned it, or like it's just a fluke and you didn't really create it with any of your own talent or skill or abilities. Now, everyone will experience some of these feelings at some time in their life, probably multiple times in their life. So everyone goes through these things and it is normal. But if you're feeling a lot of these things a lot of the time, then that is a strong sign that you are suffering from imposter syndrome. So where does this come from? Why does imposter syndrome happen to us? Well, it can come about from being raised in a really critical or negative environment. So let's say if you had parents that were putting you down all the time, and sometimes they don't know that they're doing this, but it happens a lot where let's say you get really good grades in school and they say, well, you must have had a really lenient teacher this semester. So it's not giving you credit for the work that you've actually done. Also, when you were growing up, if you were continually seeking approval and never really getting that need met for the type of approval that you're looking for, this can create feelings of inadequacy that lead to imposter syndrome. The stories that we grow up hearing become the stories that we repeat to ourselves. And anytime a story is continually repeated to us, either in our minds or from an external source, that will become a belief eventually. And when we believe our own stories in our head that are putting us down, that is imposter syndrome. Okay, so we know what imposter syndrome is. We may know where it's developed from in life, but what the fuck can we do about it? Can we get rid of this? Well, one way is to reframe your vulnerability, your challenges, and even your failures, and acknowledge that they are normal and that everyone has vulnerabilities, fears, and failures. And sometimes people are experiencing this a lot and they're just not showing it. So especially with social media and stuff online, we can look at people that seem like they have it all together all the time because that's the part that they're displaying to us. But in reality, they're feeling or have felt the same way that you're feeling right now, and they have all of the same self-doubts and fears as you do. The next thing you can do is acceptance. Maybe you need to accept that imposter syndrome is going to pop up from time to time. Again, it's normal and it might never fully go away. But what if you decided that you were going to achieve what you wanted to achieve in spite of imposter syndrome rather than waiting for it to go away before you will follow your dreams and take any action? You may also want to practice your receiving. So receiving compliments, receiving positive testimonials, receiving gratitude, receiving gifts, receiving praise, receiving awards or gifts or money, all of these things, it's okay for you to receive and just say thank you and allow yourself to have it and enjoy it and accept it into your life, and practice accepting things with gratitude instead of trying to shrug them off all the time and saying, oh, no, that's not true about me. Don't give me that compliment. Or, oh, these people are just really nice. It's a one-off that I would get a testimonial like that. Embrace it, receive it willingly, and practice that. It's something that takes practice to step into that feeling and allow it for your life. And finally, I recommend that you always continue working on your mindset. And I have found that investing into your mindset is an investment that always pays off because it drives everything else that we do. But if you've been feeling a bit hard on yourself, a bit critical of yourself, or full of self-doubt, rest assured that I have felt the same and I will feel the same again. It's something that pops up for me still to this day. So if you have ever looked at me or anyone else and thought, she's so confident, why aren't I as confident as that? Please know that we all go through it. If you would like some more help in creating an unstoppable mindset in your business and your marketing, come along and join me in my program, Business Class Mind. Just go to tenillewilliams.com to check when the next intake is, and I look forward to seeing you there.